She tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you.
Alright guys, so we're going to be doing a My Hero Academia Class 1A ranking, but we're not going to be doing it based on the order that it already is set up in. We're going to be doing it based on their quirks in alphabetical order. So first we have Acid, which we all know is our little alien over here. So her quirk is actually very, very useful, but I mean, it's more of like an offensive based one and also used to get behind, like, say, like walls and stuff. It's, I say a B. It's like right there in the middle. And a voice, which that's the ability to just talk to animals. I mean, I'd say it's like right about here. I mean, let's be honest. Like, when you're dealing with people who can, I don't know, teleport or disintegrate things, I mean, what is a squirrel going to do? Or even like little birds. What the hell is Black Whip? I saw this one that just says Black Whip, and I don't see him on here. I was like, it doesn't seem familiar. I'm guessing it's just the manga. Yeah, he's just in the manga right now. I'm not real far into the manga. I mean, I'm trying to keep up with the show, plus trying to read the manga in my free time. Okay, so creation. I think they're giving me... Oh, no. Never mind. Oh, yeah, I was like, that's very vague. So basically, she can just create things out of her body. It's a very useful power. I mean, you can come up with different things that you could need in that instance. But there's still, like, a lot of other things that I think would be a little bit more useful when it came to, like, a battle, like, when it comes to, you know, what kind of quirks you have. Dupla arm... No, that's not next. Sorry, I'm reading these out of order, apparently. It's... Sorry, I lost my spot. Dark Shadow. Actually, surprisingly really good. I mean, yeah, it does have, like, its downside, and I think that's light. And I remember, it's been a while since I've seen My Hero Academia. Then it's Duplo Arms. Basically, he can turn it into, like, eyes, ears, nose, whatever he needs. Which would be very useful. He can basically hear what's going on in a different room by taking advantage of his arms. He can see what's going on around the corner. Earphone jack. I mean, it does take like a modern thing that we have and uses that as a quirk. But, I mean, really loud sounds can really mess that up. Alright. Electrification. Pretty good. I mean, not like super bad, but not super impressive. Okay, so then we have the engine. I really want to put him in S because the speed has shown to really help not just get in distances, but also in combat. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and do that. Explosion. So that would obviously be S, because I mean we saw how dangerous it was, how mind blowing it was. It's basically the ability he has. Just in some of the training he's done, it's really, really impressive. Frog. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna put that here and him down here. The frog would be useful when it comes to like water and stuff, but it also does have like all of its disadvantages, like the cold, because it can easily throw her body into hibernation. So half hot, half cold, half hot. I mean, because let's be honest, like he can instantly freeze someone, then burn them to death, and then freeze their corpse. All right, then we have hardening. All right, guys. So right here we have one for all down here. So this is what I was talking about, okay? So we have one for all down here. This is what I'm looking at. One for all, and then we have Izuku Midoriya's quirks. Now I'm finding this hilarious because it says quirks with an S, so that means he has multiple quirks. But he only has one. That's, one for all. Alright? And not only that, but one for all should be like that should instantly just be Izuku Midoriya. I get it, they want to do All Might and everything, so they could easily have two pictures of one for all and have it in parentheses, All Might, and then have the other one that's, Izuku Midoriya. But seriously, he also doesn't even get his own picture. But anyways, let's go back to this. Okay, so Izuku Midoriya's quirk, which we're going to push that off until we get to one for all. Okay, so now we're in with naval laser, which, come on. Don't tell me I have to. I'll be back when I get this working. Alright guys, and I'm back. So I had a problem with the mic and, well, this. But anyways, I already showed you what was funny, and now we have this all sorted out. So right now, since we're skipping Izuku Midoriya right now because we're going to use him for All for One, because All Might's not here. Next would be Naval Laser, which, I'm sorry, it's probably a really strong attack, but, I mean, it causes him so much amount of pain that he can't really use it that much. Even when he was trying to overuse it, so his body can get used to him using it so much, it still wasn't that useful. Okay, then now it's one for all, which would be Izuku Midoriya, which I'm putting it here. I know people are thinking, why don't you put it in the S? Here's why. So we know that All Might is the greatest superhero because of One for All. And next, Izuku Midoriya becomes the greatest hero of all time because of it. That's because the experience and the strength carries over, and you just add on to it. I mean, him being super strong would be useful and is useful, but it's like I'm putting him in A because I would put him lower if it wasn't for his intelligence. He uses his intelligence and more than he really uses One for All, which that's why he's able to do so much. But the thing is, if it wasn't for that, I mean, he wouldn't be at. Well, if it wasn't for his smarts, he wouldn't be as high up. But the reason he's not at S is because not all that strength is because of hard work and because of his quirk. Like, for instance, Bakugo. Like, his power, that's something he really had to work extremely hard on. Now, I'm not saying Izuku Midoriya didn't work hard at all. He did, trust me. But the thing is like, most of his strength that he got, and I'm not talking about just because he was given One for All, but it comes from a buildup of everybody else that used it. Alright, and so with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is Pop Off, which I'm guessing is him. I mean, it does have its uses, but it's very rare. Like, the balls that he pops off, everybody sticks to him except for him. He showed that by setting up an area, like setting up like a couple side to side where he literally starts bouncing off them insanely fast. Okay, then it's Sugar Rush. I mean, he's literally changing trading in intelligence for brute strength. And when you want to be a hero, it's not all about brute strength. Like, the reason Izuku Midoriya is higher than I would have put him is because of his intelligence. If he was just strong and not smart, I would have put him lower down. But it's not that. Now, yeah, I get it. He has to eat sugar and stuff to actually make it work. But the thing is, like, if he's one, depending on sugar, it's not really that great. Two, if it makes him, an idiot, it makes it even worse. And three, yeah, it does make him stronger, but I mean, you're literally sacrificing more. Alright. Okay, so next we have the tail, which I'm going to put it about here. It's shown to be really strong and a really useful quirk, but we don't really see much more that it can be used for. I mean, obviously it's a mutant quirk, so it's not really... It's really only as useful as you can see it. I mean, if you can see that, yeah, I mean, it does something useful, but whatever, then, I mean, that's pretty much it. Obviously, you have those mutant quirks that are like, yeah, I can see that you have a quirk, but it's kind of useless. I mean, I guess I can hang clothes on it. Like, like that one guy that has, like, kind of like hooks out of his head, but doesn't really do anything with it. I guess you could hang clothes on it, but that's pretty much it. Like I said, like, mutant quirks don't really do much. I mean, yeah, we have a few that go up there, like him. His would be a mutant quirk. mutant Quirk, mutant Quirk. But the thing is, like, most of the time, like, it's just not really that useful. It only gets so much use out of it, and then it's diminished. Alright, the tape. Yeah, I'm sorry. The tape is useful, but I also don't see any more use. I mean, I guess you could make like a wall of tape. Question mark. You can wrap up your enemies in tape as long as they don't have a super strong quirk that can pretty much power its way out, or if they can just cut out in general. So, yeah. And then finally we have the zero gravity, which I am literally going to put up. Yeah, I'm going to say about up here. There's a reason for that, okay? So, I know we haven't saw a lot from this quirk, but the thing is, let's look at it and break it apart, okay? So whatever she touches becomes zero gravity. And I mean, like, obviously she has control over what she makes zero gravity. It's not like she goes around, touches something, and goes, oh, it's flying. No, she touches it and has to consciously decide whether she wants to make it zero gravity or not. But she can do the same for herself. She can do the same for other people. It's one of those quirks that has so much different uses that they don't even talk about what she could do with it. Like, if she probably mastered her quirk, she can probably make things have a higher gravity. So let's say she's fighting, I don't know, let's say Sue. Let's say she's fighting Sue, okay? Sue decides to become a villain and all that, blah, blah, blah. She starts trying to take over the world, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, throughout the entire thing, it's like the only person that's available to go and stop her from committing a crime. Well, good old little gravity girl over here. Woohoo! If she has mastered it so much that she's able to make things heavier, like increase the gravity, she can do that to Sue and increase the gravity by 20 times just for her. Now, if you want to know what that would be like, let's go ahead and take a calculator. So, let's say she's going to be 130 pounds, okay? That should be nice. 125. She'd feel like she weighs 2,500 pounds. It would make her so slow. If not, it would just slam her to the ground. Now, of course, this is an extreme example. I mean, right now, all it's showing us is that she can make things lighter. Well, what if she makes things heavier? That's part of gravity. I mean, yeah, she calls it more of an anti-gravity because that's all she really uses it for. But she could see if she can make things heavier. Now, you guys are probably saying, well, you should put her lower then, which would make sense. So I'm going to put her down on A just in case she can't, because still her ability is super useful. But anyways, with all that being said and done and everything, I'm going to go ahead and end off the video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Go ahead and comment down below your tier list, and I will be reading all the comments down below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you're all new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I am trying to get ready and uploading more daily content, and I'm doing it just for you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next video.